Alright, welcome back, DBD Nation. It is the start of season 3. It's been 3 seasons already. Time flies by fast. On this episode, it's our season opener, so we kind of get back to our basics. We talk about everyday simple things. We crack jokes, talk about the life. Stay tuned for this episode.
Welcome back to Different by Default. This is the season opener to season 3. How y'all doing out there, man? Your host, the most electrifying host out here, Kyrell, man, my boy Irving.
I just find it weird, man. New season, still the same thing, man. Like,
I thought you were prolific now.
Man.
Yeah.
What's going on, my boy?
Electrifying, prolific.
You gotta find another word.
Mesmerizing.
Look, but you got a whole season now to find a different word.
Electrifying, prolific, mesmerizing, self-indulged.
We supposed to be doing like
super college.
Oh yeah, they just started.
Expialidocious.
So
we got June.
we got June,
Talking about shit.
we got K, and we got 10.
4K.
4K.
Okay, right.
So, thank you guys for buying the merch. Thank you guys for supporting us during this little hiatus we've been on. And subscribe and get your friends to do all that. Just so they've been doing. Pause. But,
could have been female.
He's just thinking about niggas.
Let's talk about the new things that's been going on with DBD, which is
So, we got a bunch of new things, as you guys can see. New spot. Man, new spot,
Nice new TV.
Nice new TV.
It's
Probably put
off.
my name up there. So
One
don't
day,
worry about it.
It's gonna be on.
Yeah.
So this season, basically what we're gonna be doing this season, we're just gonna be showing a bunch of different perspectives from a bunch of different people. Not only us, but the guests that we have, our new brand ambassadors. Check them out on Instagram, whatever
You'll
they're
see
doing.
them on show soon.
Yeah, they'll be on the show soon. Some of them.
Just had to say that.
I can't really be mad at them. Y'all doing y'all thing.
Holiness,
Oh no, we talking about.
I know.
But hey, man, So we're just gonna start off the topic, and we're just gonna go right into this, and I'm gonna go with what is one piece of advice? What is the best piece of advice that you learned? And Herb, you can go first.
Best piece of advice. Best piece of advice I've learned, probably someone told me this is like don't take the first contract. So kind of like I feel like it's kind of say, hey, you get a lot of stuff, you gotta get a lot of offers. I feel like DBD we want to be more than just a podcast. We want to be multiple things. So we're gonna get different contracts. So kind of don't bite at the first thing. I feel like that's something I've learned over our hiatus.
What's the best piece of advice you?
it's crazy because I heard this guy like the typical guy on the bus. He's just talking. Black people with the real Israelites. They be. That's what I'm saying. Cause like it was like one of those moments. Like I'm going to school. I'm like, bro, I'm not talk to this guy. I kind of regretted it, but he said one thing. It was like, if you ain't died yet, so like you still got stuff to do. And like when I heard it, I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like he right. Even though he's a little stinking a little bit, like he was right, bro. And the conversation was long as hell. I wish I got off the bus earlier, but like when he said that, I was like, yeah, man, I kind of get you on that.
You get the best advice from people on the bus and homeless people.
Yeah,
because they're real. They're like, hey, I got nothing right now. I got nothing to lose.
I guess the best piece of advice I got. Life is fleeting, so don't spend all your time focused on the here and now. There are a bunch of things that we focus on in life that are superficial. So only really put your attention towards the thing that puts you closer to your bigger picture in life. And even then, don't put too much faith in it. Always have a second plan as well. Don't get too caught up in the moment. That's basically what the advice was. He said a lot. I was trying to sum it up. But that was the basic. Just
you was talking to the guy that was on the bus too, man.
Nah, I was a homeless person.
It be like that.
Stay in your lane. Yeah, like many people want to do different things from what they already done, but like they're not fully ready. So just stay in your lane till that time comes, and when you do come, you can get out that lane, and go to another different path. But till then, stay in your lane.
Stay in lane. That's a good one. I agree. That's
Yeah, like when you driving, you on the highway, and like you driving like.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. Like
you stay in your lane.
People don't want to be staying in the lane. You know what I'm saying?
Wait for the right moment, man. Gotta watch them mirrors.
Don't fall asleep. Fuck you.
Calm down. With that, when you die, what do you want to be remembered for? I mean, we live in a world where, like you say, life is fleeting. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even know what's gonna happen in the next 30 seconds, legitimately. But we live in this world where
watch out for that TV. My bad.
It's not a Final Destination episode, but you know what I'm saying. But we don't know what's gonna happen. So when you die, what do you want to be remembered for?
One thing I want to be remembered for, and I heard Snoop say this yesterday because I was watching the podcast. I was watching Breakfast Club actually. And
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, so he's trying to make a joke. He's trying to make Snoop Dogg. Snoop was like, yo, when I die, he said, nah, all that, because they was asking him about Nipsey and how their connection is. He said, yo, when people die, they leave certain, this is whatever, how Pac died, how we look at Pac, and how Nipsey died, how Nipsey. I was leaning more on the way how he was explaining how he felt about when Nipsey died, and I don't want to be controversial about this, like, because I'm saying that, all right. So
watch what you say, my brother. Watch what you say.
I felt awkward when you just looked at me.
Nah, because all right, so I don't mean this in any like egotistical type of way, but he said Nipsey was like Jesus, and I know the first thing y'all probably say like, oh, but he said Nipsey was like Jesus because he sent his message out, he helped people grow, and there wasn't a lot of people who seen him. Like, we don't know Nipsey, but we know what he stood for. We know what he stands for. And that's what I want to be remembered for when I die. I want, like,
you want to be remembered for your beliefs, but not what you are.
Yeah. And for the people that I helped and, the things that I've done. So that's what I want to be remembered for.
Yeah, to piggyback, I was gonna say something like that. I'm like, I want to be remembered for having an impact. No, that ass. I'm gonna say I was gonna have an impact. Like, people remember me of having an impact on their lives. You know what I'm saying?
You cut me off to say the same exact thing.
Hey man, we're Geminis, man.
No, not the same thing as me.
Alright,
he blew my shit. Like he blowing my shit.
I'm not as It's not my goal to be expected. I mean to My fault. Will you repeat the question?
When you die, what do you want to be remembered for?
Yeah, I'm not trying to be remembered. Like, I'm not about to be out here like, I need to be remembered by everybody, but I just want to be remembered as a guy that, that tried to reach his goals. And even if I reach the goals I said, it's like this still was a higher point. And I just want to know that people understood that I had an effort. And, like, I try to put my output the best I can. Maybe some of my decisions wasn't the best, but, hey, like, there was a try to it.
I agree with that because I feel like for all of us, we kind of want to make a change in somewhat. Like for me and my career goals, like I wanted to become like a general manager of an NFL team or even own one. Because if you kind of pay attention to sports, Brian Flores brought up this case against like the NFL that they're discriminative against their coaches. Which is low key true. No disrespect to him, like it is really low key if you look at the right things. And then for me, I was just like, hey. Growing up, this is legitimately what I would want to become, like either own a sports team, own an NFL team, or be a general manager. And then
my fault. I just got asked what team though. But like,
I'll be
any team gonna pick you up. But like, if you had a desired team,
it'd be the Jets.
The Jets. God damn, bro.
I want to change them. Like after a while, if you see something that's so bad, you're like, I want to change this.
You want to make a change to the Jets? Make it New Jersey. Simple as that.
Not really, because it's the market. It's hey, you can say, someone brought a lawsuit against the Giants and Jets saying that just because they use the name New York but they play in New Jersey.
Yeah.
All their stadiums are in New Jersey.
But the reason they use New York is because they can get a bigger market, and you can sell more and do things like that. That's why they say it.
It's a bigger market, and there was something else. I think it had to do with.
It's New York.
It's New York. Really legitimate. It's
small
New York.
Small home state, big people.
Nah, but it was something else financially.
Yeah. With that, I mean, like, that's all. That question was kind of basically to look into your future. Like, hey, this might happen. So with that, if you had a celebrity comparison about yourself in the future, who do you think you maybe want to compare yourself to? Maybe it doesn't have to be a celebrity. Maybe it could be a person.
Eminem.
Why you say Eminem?
Just look at me. Eminem.
I mean,
I don't know.
you
Can't look at you say that.
He went through a lot of struggles with his family. It was more of so he had one singular goal in his mind, and that's what really got him up out of the gutter. I have one singular goal in my mind, and I have a bunch of different paths. Like I was saying previously, y'all gonna see them episodes, but it's all to do one thing in life. Basically, it's all to push me into one path in life, one singular mindset. So I just looked at the way he got himself up out of 8 Mile, how every day he was talking. I was watching an interview. He was talking about how music was his drive to. It was his father basically, and I had like. I say this all the time. I didn't have a connection with my family, and then listening to his music, he's there for all the people that got like grew up in a situation similar to his. You're just disconnected. You got a lot of issues growing up. You got a lot of anger that's inside you that you need to let go. And the way I am. First listen to that song, I'm like, why are you talking to me like this, bro? Why are you me?
With that question, I don't have anybody particularly in mind. I can't really think of somebody, so I ain't gonna lie. I got this question. I said skip. That is the word. Yeah. Like I messed up the word at first, and I corrected myself.
I thought you were gonna say Kendrick Lamar.
Nah.
See, I aspire to be something like them, but
then again, I ain't gonna hold you. Like the fact that you say Kendrick Lamar, I could rock with that right now because like he is so big but distance, and that is really hard to do. Like it's like he really comes out here. He dropped his album. Once again, I keep on saying it. I'm still waiting for you, Kendrick. Like he dropped his albums and disappeared. We don't know nothing about him.
Be like that,
but he throws a big impact on people throughout music. And just as I said, I don't really need to be remembered by that much people. 'Cause at the end of the day, I just want whoever remembers me to know what I stood for and what I try to do. But in the sense of now to think about if I can be big like that, that is something I could go for. Like,
and then still be able to just keep your shit to
yourself. He not worried about all that. Like he not worried about social media like that. He not worried about all these bull crap problems. He's just doing what he got to do. Somebody else that do that as well as Earl Sweatshirt. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I fuck with too. Like I've been rocking with Earl Sweatshirt.
I can't fuck with him.
It be like that.
I kind of fuck with Tyler, but I can't fully fuck with him because they don't fuck with him. They just stop fucking with him out of nowhere. So now I stop fucking with them out of nowhere.
So what about you?
Damn, celebrity king, bro. Yeah, he picked the gang.
I'm so sorry.
He picked the gang and just kept pushing with him. I'm like,
defense, this is my first episode cursing.
So what about you?
For me, I don't really know. I think the person I want to say Jay-Z because he's an owner. He's an owner of a Nets, but I'm like. I mean, and then he got multiple business, so he got Rock Nation, got stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
He got Rock Nation.
What did you say in the beginning? Rockefeller, bro.
Hey, y'all want me to start?
No, Rockefeller. But that's kind of, maybe, but it's like, I've come to learn that you really, even though you say you might want to be like someone, you really don't even know what that person went through. And then at that, you really want to set your own goals and set your own standards by what to go by. I mean, people will always be like, yo, how'd you get there? I want to be like you. And I'll be like, sometimes you really don't want to be like me. Some of these things I had to go through
when and been through. Pick a former drug addict to look up to. You got a basic idea what they went through.
Yo, bro,
so I actually had 3 that I kind of looked to. He took Jay-Z from me, so I got to move Jay-Z off that list. So I only picked I picked Jay-Z because with DBD, I want DBD to be like something similar, or in fact better than Rock Nation.
I don't know.
Rockefeller.
Jay-Z turned on his mans when he started. That's what I'm saying.
I thought you was gonna say something else. I thought you were gonna say Jay-Z got beat up by Solange. I'm not getting beat up by no girl.
It might happen.
Because listen, he did it for the money. You know what happened? His stock went with a plummet. All that money with a plummet.
Yeah, that's
Put
good,
his hand on the girl. You know what? I can fuck up Rockefeller. Rockefeller, Rock Nation.
But things people I would probably put on that list. One person for sure is definitely Adam Sandler, because Adam Sandler. He took his people with him.
Adam Levine, bro. I'm thinking about the damn singer.
Adam Sandler took his people with him.
Adam Sandler the actor?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. He got all his boys.
Mr. Business Cat.
Happy Gilmore, bro.
Adam Sandler took all his boys with him, and they all successful. Kevin James, Chris Spade, Chris Rock, the other one, Rob Schneider. They all successful. All his he makes sure that his people eat.
We eat.
So if I eat, y'all gotta eat too.
I'm happy you said that because now you remind me about Jackie Chan.
Saying you're not gonna eat the most, but you gonna eat. You know what I'm saying?
What you the fuck? Wait. No, because I think you meant something else about eating. What you mean by that?
So
we gonna give you the
shut
kitty
up,
litter.
bro. Snoop Dogg.
It went over your head. It went over your head, bro.
Snoop Dogg's another person I want to be like. I aspire to be. Well, not aspire, but
What's the drug addict part?
No, he wants to be on everything.
Like
he's
I want to constantly working.
Snoop Dogg is in every country, bro.
Like, I can't lie. I'm like, damn.
There was German commercials, Russian commercials.
I want to constantly be doing something, like constantly making money.
Yo, there was a meme. It was like Snoop Dogg's the only person that can go on live TV and crip on Super Bowl, and the whole world will still be dancing with him. I was like, dang,
That's facts.
That's facts.
And then the last one, to counteract with what I said, the previous question. Part of me does want to like go through the Nipsey thing, but it's like I'm not that spiritually woke yet. But I don't know how I will be in the future. Like God can
You're not
do.
gonna-
Like
Why you
You too self-centered,
Bro, all it takes
Can't
is somebody throw a Bible at your head. You never know what happens.
but I'm not talking about Nip put a spiritual side. It's the
awakening.
You blowing my rocket.
No, listen.
It's-
You won't be like Nips. You gotta be woke.
It's
like,
the
differently.
Yeah, like awake.
Yeah, like with him and that.
No, like just awake.
so but the Nipsey part
You are
that
slow.
I'm trying to bring up is I'm trying to like with DBD I'm trying to like bring out our message out there. I'm trying to have people be like, yo, K was part of DBD. Yo, you remember what Herb said in season 2? Yo, that stuck with me. Like I'm trying to get it like that, and I'm trying to like bring us up like from just places like from like everybody's humble beginnings. So it's just.
Yo, do you ever think that song will succeed DBD? Like there will be a new cast of DBD?
I don't know who he giving it to.
I mean, I'll give it a
What
brand
if we all have kids?
Oh,
like,
hell.
Nah.
What you mean, my boy?
Go find your own shit, bro.
Yo,
I'm falling for cursing. I know he's supposed to stop cursing.
Yo,
Go find your own
I
stuff.
just wanted to say, like, I said like F 3 times in a row, but he said like 15 curses already. Yeah.
But it's 10.
Man, I'm from the hood, man.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, then. So why you pressing him? So why you so pressing from who he is?
No, it's because
Shut
I probably was paying a little more attention to him because I don't even know what you're gonna say sometimes. I'm like, bro, at this
I
point,
just been
man.
sitting here every time,
But-
every end of the sentence he said another curse.
You gonna finish so I can say mine?
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And if there was anybody I would say see DVD to,
No.
There
Go
we
find your own
It's
thing.
us, bro.
Listen,
Wait, DBD,
well, you can
wait.
research our process. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead, take some of our methods, take whatever you need to learn, and then you use that knowledge to go ahead and
Bro,
do
we
your
not
own
special.
thing.
We just DVD.
Like, it's straight
I
up.
was gonna say like you can't be DVD, but you are DVD.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Answer the question. Shut up.
Damn.
Cover your mouth.
Word.
The
The
mic?
microwave.
That's just a contradiction of what we're supposed to be doing.
My fault.
Go ahead.
I
Take
know
your
it
time.
is.
Don't take your time. Just hurry up.
You rush him, he gonna take longer, brother.
Yeah,
Then I'll move on.
Now I'm thinking about like Chris Rock, a little comedic person. I just want to
Move on.
Huh?
Just move on. No, let me be with Chris Rock. Your feelings hurt. We apologize. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Nah, it's cool. Move on.
All right, so I'm gonna use that for a highlight on the Instagram page. You know how they be doing it on Undisputed when they be talking, and it's like, yo, I want to like somebody aspire to, and then when you get to him, it's gonna be Chris Rock. It's gonna be a picture of Chris Rock talking to Kobe, and I'm just cut it. But we gonna wrap up the show with the last question. This one should be like, you know, pick up everybody. You know, it should be a funny one. What was the worst haircut that you ever had?
Want to go first?
Do you want to go first?
I just tried to give you a pick me up, bro. You was a little upset. I wanted to give you the first attempt. All right, bro. Damn, we talking about bad cuts. You know what I'm saying? My father's my barber. You know what I'm saying? I got a line to do this.
What was it was one day, I think it was like 8th grade, 9th grade. No, it had to be like 9th or 10th. Where I came in, I had got a cut from one of the from one of the Jamaican barbers on Central on Main Street. I went to the one person that I'd never seen any of them go to, but he was the only one available. So I'm sitting there like,
there's a reason for everything, bro. There's a reason for everything.
But I saw him cutting people's hair, but like I didn't realize it was only really little kids' hair that he was cutting. He cut my hair. I swear there was so many patches in my shit. I went to school. I was upset. That was my best day playing football. I hit everybody with power.
I got two of them. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the legendary one. I remember one time, like I was in 8th grade, and I wanted my hair cut. So I told my dad, "You cut my hair," because you know that was my barber. And I said, I just want a low cut, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't want that much hair on my head. I'm like, bro, you know, at this point, because I know like you really can't cut. You know what I'm saying? I could probably go to the barber, fix it up. So what he gave me a straight baldy with a fade. And I remember I got this hat and I was wearing it throughout the whole time during school. They said, yo, if you don't take out the hat, bro, you get suspended. And I'm like, suspend me, bro. I'm taking that ass whooping because this cut is bad. And the second time was I had this TV and film thing that I had to do for high school. And I was basically supposed to be helping record with Wyclef when he had his little song that was that was like producing East Orange.
I think I know what you.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, like, my mom was telling me I gotta get my hair cut, and I'm like, bro, I'm not about to be in the video. I'm not trying to cut my hair. So I get my hair cut, and I went to I'm not even gonna say their name, bro. Y'all don't get the rights to be on that podcast, bro. I got the haircut, bro. I came out. I had the Craig Robinson. It's like an afro, but the top is a little flat. And I'm like, bro, that's when I had to go to my dad to get my haircut. He like, oh, now you want your haircut? I'm like, damn, bro. Wow, that was a big L.
You want to go first?
I want to hear you first.
All right, so this will forever be the worst haircut I've ever had. And God rest his soul, I love him to death. But my grandfather one day, you know, he used to cut my hair when I was growing up. But I don't know, like I think he knew that I had a crush at school or something. So he was trying to set me up for failure or something. And this is freshman year. So freshman year, I didn't like get the usual taper I get now. So I got a shape up. And then one day my grandfather was experimenting. So he gave me a part. So usually a part is like just a little straight line like this. The part was this big. So I'm walking into school and I'm like, as long as I don't see her, I'm straight. So she walks up to me, how come I'm like, and then I'm just like trying to put my hoodie on, you know, have my hair. And at OPA, they was like, yo, you can't wear no hoodies or nothing. So I had to walk around with my head out, and then the part was actually pretty, like it was like this big, like literally
like in length or in girth. Pause.
But like, okay, so
that's what you call a professional patch.
So the thing was like this. It was like this. Like
at that point, myself like,
oh, the clip was the same. Yeah, so it was like that, and I'm just saying here like, damn.
Hey, bro, at least people wasn't stealing your battery on top of it.
So I'm talking to like, and it sucks because that's the one day that Shorty was talking to me. So it was just like, damn, you don't talk to me when I got this crazy cut. And then I actually got with her that day. I got with her that day at school. And then I was feeling confident.
Was your head turned the whole time?
Nah, I didn't care. I was talking to her, so it was like, you know what, you want to see the part, whatever. And then you know how people be at school. Oh, I like your haircut. Stop bothering me. But her friend came up to me and she was like, oh, you think you cute with your little haircut? And then she looked and she seen the part. She's like, who you get that part for? I like, damn. So I just pointed at the girl like, and then she was like, oh, all right, you smooth. I like, yeah, I know. So after that, I think the next time I got a cut from my grandfather, and he's like, oh, he's like, Mom couper cheveux. I'm like, all right. And then he brought out the second pair of clippers that he used for the part. I'm like, boom. Just give me the shape.
I'll need the part.
He's like, well, okay. So yeah, that's pretty. Oh, you got several.
They gave you the Shea official.
Nah, it's way worse than his.
Go with the central one.
What's it?
So I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna go out.
But we don't got time.
Nah, you gotta go for the best one. We don't got time.
For the whole game.
Nah, that's funny, bro.
So I need a cut. I forgot what it is I need a cut for. Homie like, yo, I cut. Yeah, I got you. I'm like, oh, you want fishy? He's like, yeah, look at my pitch. I'm like, alright.
You think he gonna show you the bad pictures?
What's it called, huh?
You think he gonna show you the bad pictures?
Those old
I
bad
wasn't
pictures.
there yet. So what's it called? I let homeboy cut my hair in my mom's crib. She's like, oh, you got someone to cut your hair? She's like, fine, da. Homie cut my hair. I like, yo, take some on the side. I'm feeling like, yo, he's going further up. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Bro, he's like, and this is the moment like, bro, you can't even stop him. He's already doing what's it supposed to be done. So what's it called?
The cut of no return.
I'm like, yo, this shit all cut off right here, all cut right here. Everybody like, yo, that's your boy. They just go to her like, yo, what's wrong with your boy?
Yo, the funniest thing about it was, it's like we was at your house and you was basically on some like, yo, you need a cut, and then as soon as we went to the park, bro was like, all right, yo, I'm gonna cut your hair.
The thing is, he was cutting hair in the park. So I was just like,
yo, I remember we was hyping it up like, hey, yo, bro, you need that cut, right? My boy got you, right?
He had his clippers, cause Central has a little plug thing. He had his clippers and he was cutting up a poppy or something, and then he rode off on his bike with the clippers and stuff on him. I'm like, we should just.
Matter of fact, that nigga named Jabril on bro, saving everybody's life. On bro, saving everybody's life. You a good guy, but you can't cut. Simple as that.
Talking about you.
Bro, my thing is like, that was like years ago, bro. You don't know where he at right now. You don't know where he's at right now.
Hey, he can't cut them.
All right, so
You can't cut your hair.
Nah, he can't cut.
You got a weird head shape, so it's a little more difficult to cut.
He can't cut.
You got like a peanut dome
First of all,
type
any
thing
popping
going
who
on.
what's it called? Black man cut their hair is dumb.
And it's flat at the top. Like, that's a weird head, bro.
So we just gonna end off on that funny note.
Got a lot of dimensions to work with.
But so thank you guys for tuning in. You know, subscribe and all that good stuff y'all be doing. Until next time, stay different by the fall. DBD, you know me.
Hey, you remember, don't miss a haircut, man.
Stay safe with these
You ain't
haircuts.
never tried to get a trapezoid before?
Yo, I would never.